assumed it was all right to let your parents in here, but maybe they shouldn't stay for long.
Constellation sounds... I'm planning a grocery run later. Might get some things you like.
You mind if I ask you kind of a personal
I
question,
missed you
Walter?
so
You
much,
sure spend a
darling.
lot of time on...
I hope you don't mind, but I figured the lodge was just a gnat stop away. I just had to see it.
Oh, this place is everything I imagined. Do you know I dreamt of joining Constellation when I was a girl?
My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of
I have some vids of when I was, 12 in my Constellation Halloween outfit. So embarrassing. But I found space so fascinating that there is still so much we don't know. I guess I still find it that way. Then you get that from me, dearest. But I'll let your father talk before he bursts.
I was playing poker with the Dean of Engineering, and he had this collectible revolver framed. And when he heard you were in Constellation, well, we worked together to get the piece clean and restored. She fires beautifully now. We, took turns sighting it at the range.
I swear, your father was acting like a school kid.
As I was saying, may I present to you Sir Malcolm Livingston's personal sidearm. All the special modifications just as he left him. He was chair of Constellation about, 50 years ago. Anyway, it's yours. Well, I'm no expert, but he was some sort of wealthy entrepreneur. Near the end of his life, he grew fascinated with space. He wound up being a benefactor of Constellation and chaired it before he died. The stories make him seem colorful. I think I'd like him. I hope it keeps you safe. If not, maybe get a good place for it on a mantle. Well, we'll let you get back to it, but, Miss Noel said we could look around a little first.
There's just...
Ms. Noel.
One of your old
Would it be all
classmates,
right if
me.
I brought cookies
Their father was...
Actually, Mr.
Talking with you
Cookies?
has made
What
my
type?
day. I'm
I make a
being
mean
serious.
snickerdoodle.
Yes, I, think that would be quite all right. Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory. See you later.
I heard you need me to ease your burden, mighty one? Back to work, then. You are the greatest. No, no, better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically impossible, but somehow you managed to do it. Oh my God! I'm literally following in your footsteps, right? For you. There's no burden I won't. That was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it, but you always manage.
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us. Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but... Not necessarily, no. It has to be, right? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found. But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history? Take care of yourself.
The money you sent home, I figured it would be years. Stay as I've got lifetimes worth of books. You know, it's supposed to be us taking care of you. Well, I appreciate it.
Hey, have you been up to the
Take
eye
care,
recently?
kiddo.
Haven't gone up there recently. Is everything okay?
Oh, I just don't know how he does it. Up there all alone for so long.
Some people love that kind of space. Pun intended. As much as I love uncovering new questions...
So,
I wouldn't mind if you...
are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel. I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to. We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places... An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why. Felt the same way when I started too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
As much as I hate to hear those words, as your number one fan, I will do as you like.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. You can thank Barrett for that. if he's still around to thank when this is all said and done. Honestly, he took this seriously before any of us. It was at his urging that we started doing deep space scans. I will admit, it was something of a shock to see Barrett taking anything seriously. Sure, go ahead. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. You mean, apart from being the chair of well, let's see. I pride myself with my... And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat any... Exploration is my entire life. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. Certainly. I always enjoy it. Dropping off a few choice items. Bye-bye.
Just so you know, your mother's missed you. Like a lot.
I'm planning a grocery run later. Might get some things you like. You're welcome anytime.
Everyone
And
in
I
my...
mean
Stay as long as you like.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated members. It's just me repeating your name into a data slate for 5 hours. It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want. I bet your whole house is full of mirrors. That was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it, but you always manage.
It's you and me from... Feel free to drop some stuff in. Talk to you later. Had a good sleep?
Until next time.
I know everyone's excited by the art. Stay safe, okay?
Ask if you've got questions. Speak up if you have ideas.
Of all the assignments they could have given me. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done. Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in Mast. I'm not going to forgive that, ever. Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around.
My contact is in Vanguard recruiting, so expect a sales pitch when you meet him. Time to go?
Changed your mind, did you? Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'll follow your lead, but I wish handling our tree issue didn't involve using illegal methods to get the job done.
I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file, but it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Two reasons. First, because if I get caught doing it, then I'm really in trouble, and there's no getting out of it. Second, I've got someone who needs something from me and is totally unaffiliated with my branch of Mast. If you get caught, it's got nothing to do with me. How can I pass up this opportunity? Sorry, that's not on the table. From where I'm standing, kinda seems like it is. There is, and I already explained exactly what it is. I don't want to cause problems, really. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment. Fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. No, it's fine. Go ahead. Maybe another time.
Ew, someone left their trash lying around. I'm talking about you, by the way. That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something.
I hope we're not too late.
It's amazing to think that this tree
I hope you have the
predates
data.
New Atlantis.
It's really quite crucial.
Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
That he is. I'm sorry that you had to put up with him, but this data is vital. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure immediately. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Although far-fetched, the book's already gained quite the following in the Freestar Collective, and more than its share of controversy. One critic said, specs are banned by the armistice because they're unconscious.
State your business.
The Embassy District is a controversial place. 3 bickering houses all on the same street. Diplomacy will never die. The question is, will it be used in good faith? I used to work in interstellar affairs before I was dismissed, due to some of the differences I had with management. But I am not retired, not by a long shot. After all, I can do more when detached from the strings of bureaucracy. I do a lot of reading and take walks through the district. We don't have trees like this on the other systems. After all, neither you nor I could pull out the roots of a tree. For while there is beauty above, everything that matters happens under the sun. It's grand, isn't it? But let's be honest. The treaty is nothing more than a carefully crafted art. If it's a testament to anything, sadly, yes. The war with the Freestar Collective hasn't ended. The director has merely called for an intermission and the audience has departed to the lobby. But behind the curtain, the stagehands at Mast are busy preparing for the next act. Excellent. I do have something you can help me with. In my spare time, I like to collect plants. The rarer, the better, especially from Earth. One of my prized collections is an olive seed. I'd like you to plant this seed in the atrium, so that it may grow and be a symbol for peace. Incidentally, I did try, but the god had other ideas. Bad ideas, I'm sure, involving more bruises than I was willing to endure. But if you are the sneaky type, perhaps you can do it undetected. A lone olive tree growing in this garden of alien life would send a message. People might interpret it as a message from God. And truth be told, I'm counting on that to happen. Some might call it manipulation, but I like to think we're helping people choose what they need, rather than what they want. Thank you. I'll have a reward for you when you return.
What are you doing? Get away from there.
The trees here are quite beautiful. They remind us how important it is to slow down and take
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
I'm a student of history, which... I could try the Aquila City Shuffle. God! I'd like to report a crime.
Okay. What's the crime?
Crime. Passion.
Is there a body?
Oh, yes. There is most certainly a body. There can't be a crime without a body.
Okay, but if there's a crime scene, we might need to bring in a blood spatter expert.
There's no blood. Why would there be blood?
You said this was a crime of passion.
Oh, did I say passion? I meant a crime of fashion. Your uniform is hideous, and I would like to report it.
Get the hell out of my sight.
Diplomacy will never die. Well done. In about 5 years, it will grow into a full tree. And lo and behold, just as the people begin to doubt the armistice, a miracle blossoms right in the embassy district, an olive branch. I like to think so. We're just planting the idea in their head. I'm not foolish enough to think an olive branch can change a person's mind, but it can certainly help sway an undecided. Either way, I'd appreciate your silence in this matter going forward. And to ensure that, here's your reward. Spend it well. The trees here are quite beautiful. Until we meet again.
Nothing good comes from the well.
Hey.
By the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with the flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first...
You mind? I'm trying to listen.
A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening.
You think the Freestars made the UC build this place? Made sure we had a reminder around that we lost?
This is a place for quiet reflection, so please keep chatting to a minimum. It's a fascinating subject, the colony war. though I'm thankful I didn't have to participate.
I've lived here all my life. It can be hard to tell, but the UC's changed a lot since the war. Never would have seen something like this place 20 years ago.
There was a lot of debate as to where the archives should be built. It was a gesture of good faith from the Free Star Collective that it was
Still a
built
lot
here.
of ill will between the Collective and the UC. Take a lot of time to heal those wounds.
Keep it civil, or we will.
No funny business. Understand? We run a tight ship down here.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
Unless you've got embassy business, I suggest you mosey along.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Excuse me. Kind of in the middle of something here.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Client is requested while on Memorial Grounds.
Not interested.
Good day, man. I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Yes? You needed something? The Vanguard should be able to provide you with work going... This is Mast. The Beating Heart. I'm one of Mast's and that any woo. Stay safe.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship? United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in? Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need him back after you wrap him in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the... registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted. Something wrong with the exam? Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life. So it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign but Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of diverse criteria. MAST is short for Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumph. From here, the 3 co-equal divisions of the UC government work together to advance the cause of the colonies. Be that through mutual defense, political and diplomatic strength, or scientific discovery. Now, serving any of the UC's divisions grants citizenship, but scientific and admin positions in the UC tend to be real. Understandable. Most people would prefer to earn their citizenship behind a desk. Not something I'd ever choose for myself, but Military used to have a pretty narrow view of where the best pilots came from. The creation of the Vanguard was an acknowledgement by the brass that maybe not all the galaxy's greatest pilots. So it's the Vanguard's job to find them and get... Sure thing. What do you want to know? Vanguard work is as needed. When we've got jobs, we'll make them available to you. Sometimes you might be hunting down hostile ships on behalf of the UC Navy, or you might be called up to help the Science Division clean up some invasive species. Hell, we've even been asked to help take on the occasional terramorph. And sometimes we just need cargo support. Wherever the UC needs us, the Vanguard is there. For the exam, we'll be putting you through a combat flight simulation. Let us see your piloting skills, evaluate how you behave under pressure, all without any risk of you inadvertently getting blown out an airlock. For the probationary mission, though, we'll be sending you out on a job all on your own. The specifics of the mission vary by what's available at the time, but we're not about to ask you to storm a Crimson Fleet base or whatever. At least, not on Mission 1. More likely, you'll be making a drop-off to some UC citizens in an area that's outside normal naval patrols. There'll be a risk of hostile contacts, but that's far from guaranteed. I'll keep an eye out for your results.
Look, you didn't hear it from me, but I got a tip there's a way to hack the Vanguard exam. Get yourself a better score.
I really hope all this historical junk isn't gonna be on the test.
Grew up in Neon, so I get big cities, but one clean enough to eat off the pavement? That's new.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.